Hi. Hello. Today we're going to be streaming more of the Genshin... Not Genshin. What the fuck am I talking about? More of the Honkai Star Rail quest. And also, I got paid. So, we're pulling for Castros again. And this time, we still may lose the 50-50, but we're going to get to pity. I'm like 90% sure that I have enough to get to pity. So, this is going to be either real great or losing a 50-50. Okay. Also, I need to check to make sure the audio is working unlike last time. So, yeah. I've been waiting, because, like, I bought the stuff this morning to, like, you know... Oh, that's the last... Never mind. Hold on. Also, I just realized today and yesterday I was wearing Christmas colors. Christmas. So, yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm a teeny bit loud, but that's okay. We'll survive. Okay. We can't rest until we pull Castros. I'm just kidding. I have one character that is on my banner now because it's one of the other ones, but I really don't want to pull them. So, watch me pull them. Hold on. Okay, alt. Okay. We got this. Alright, let's go. I'm not gonna transfer them all over just yet. Oh, what? Oh. Well, shit. Rarity... Wait, no, shit. How do I... Yeah, I think this is good, right? I didn't get any that are higher than... Yeah. Okay. Nice. Why is there more? Oh, it's because there's over 500. Jesus, how many did I have here? Alright, and I think I have 3 stars locked that I like, hopefully. Did I have... I think I had a 3-star that I don't know if it... Oh, it's on a character, though, so it wouldn't be here, right? 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 Okay. Alright, let's go. This wasn't the one I didn't want to get, but, like, also... Okay, I got 2 pulls from it. Okay, it's alright. It's fine. I have 20 more pulls. Let's go. Ah, no. Okay. I'm in 20 again. This is not fun. Okay, wait. I can get 5 from this, I think, right? This is so depressing. So depressing I couldn't even do basic fucking math. I got 6 from that. I was so excited too. I was like, I'm gonna hit pity, and I'm gonna get Castros, and then look at me now. This is just depressing. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, wait. I can't exchange anything. Can I? No. Oh, wait. Okay. We have 1 more pull. Hold on. We have 1 more. I almost did it on that. 1 pull and a dream. Nope. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna end up pulling Castros on my own time. Let's go rest for the night. The trial feels like it's just around the corner. I'm starting to feel nervous. Don't worry. I feel like a sitting duck that's been thrown into the deep end. Speaking of which, I don't recall seeing any rubber duck toys in the backs of Akuma. It seems like they only have these seals. Let's just hope that everything goes well. After all, as someone who has earned the gaze of an Aeon, you should be able to overcome the trial of a regional god just fine. We have also unknowingly gotten used to sleeping with the midday sun shining brightly above our heads. Get some rest, Kalis. Perhaps a new phase of our trailblazing expedition in Amorpheus is about to begin. Get some rest to wait for the trial. Alright. Also, I got a bunch of new shirts recently. Well, I got not a bunch, but I've got
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem awaits. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius,
He looks so fucking... I don't know how to explain it. Oh.
Little Gray and Mem, thank you. Your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. May Kefali light your path forward.
Get ready to assume Orynyx's divinity, Trailblazer.
Okay.
The divine
Oh,
position
Danhong is
of
back there.
Orynyx
Sorry.
has already been vacant for some time. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul completely dissipates.
Alrighty. I've gotten used to I've long gotten used to fighting fires.
The eighth core flame coveted by the miracle that once belonged to the great Vale of Evernight, Orynyx. It shall now be returned by the two elected heroes of the Chrysosairs. A traveler who is upright and courageous, and a sacred beast that invokes miracles.
Hell yeah.
Who?
It's also who for me, not that.
Both of you, please, come forward. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the
Majesty of
12
12 Titans,
Pillars of the world, we seek your divinity
I'm not reading the whole thing.
to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
I don't think I have gold blood.
These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus.
Oh.
And surrender the core flame.
Okay. Click and hold to submit the core flame and complete your objective. Do I have to do a trial? Yes, I do, right? I feel like they talked about a trial this whole time and I completely forgot. Okay.
Orynyx. Their soul has been waiting for a long time.
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor.
I love all of you. That doesn't seem appropriate for the current mood, so let's just leave farewells for next time. Shut up!
Don't worry. You're tougher than I am, right?
I didn't mean it, like, negatively. I just mean it like, hey, love you guys, you know? See you later. Let's go, Kalis. Now I'm embarrassed. Why am I embarrassed? It's a video game.
Traveler from beyond the sky, let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although he loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, his determination is as strong as the Chrysos heirs. He will definitely succeed. While he's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
It's been like 3 or 4 patches of Amorpheus, and I finally know how to say Aglaya.
I'm listening.
Where are we going? Whose point of view? Huh?
Slap, slap, wake up! How is it? How do you feel?
How are you able to talk?
Right? I think that it's amazing too. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. I have such a cute voice. It must be because of all the memories that I collected. They allowed me to grow beyond expectations. Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother, it hurts. Have I finally reached the end? Are the years of isolation coming to an end?
Oryx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since the figure draped in the black cloak robbed them of their core flame, they have been relegated to waiting in isolation in such a confined space. We are going to help alleviate their pain, right?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, so wait. Oh. I was wondering why there was a thing. Also, I know I'm getting distracted. Let's see what we got for, an Eidolon. A speed boost of Seal's skill can stack up to 2 times.
Where there's hope, there's the will to fight.
Alright.
Mother, where?
This way? Let's
Mother?
go. I'm gonna...
Who are they calling out for?
Wait. I'll leave it.
You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather has gazed upon you. Mother is calling for you.
Does Skyfather refer to Fuli? The Titan's words are indistinct, each syllable emerging from the mist seems to be cloaked in frost, symbolizing memory.
Skyfather has chosen you.
Who is your mother? A majestic voice pierces through the golden mist, reaching the unseen mountain walls out in the distance, reflecting and returning to your ears as an echo. Within the echo, you seemingly could make out the cry of a baby.
Mother is no longer responding.
We've come to you because of something important.
Something important. An important matter.
Oryx, listen to me. Aren't you tired? Throughout the long years, you have always been protecting the fate of Amphorius. Each time people draw strength from within their memories, every single ripple falls onto your shoulders. There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Oryx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom.
I saw some spoilers for this quest. I don't know how, like, I couldn't contextualize them, so I don't understand, but I do have some spoilers.
Everything will be fine.
I've seen some.
Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
What's troubling you, big fella?
potential. Strength.
Okay.
Willpower. Powerful. And tenacious. But you lack something.
What do I lack?
Just one thing.
Lacking something.
Memories,
What is
right?
it?
What you lack is a future.
I don't have a future?
Future?
Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already. The gaze from Skyfather. Stabilize your form.
Oh, this is... What?
Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away.
What?
Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
What?
What? How is that possible?
Me and Mem at the same time. Do you mean that I'm already dead? Well,
The space is collapsing. Someone must inherit the authority of time.
Who's-
If the pillar is lost, the laws of time will collapse. Emborius will succumb to eternal disorder.
I'm so confused. Revive me quickly!
Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never makes a choice. Child of humanity, Titans, Mother, Sky Father. Time restrains everything that exists in this world.
Oh, this is gonna make me upset.
Oryx's divinity is dissipating? Is the trial coming to an end?
Pathstrider of remembrance, my strength, I shall entrust it to you.
Is that Mem? Or what?
The
That's...
fate of the world, if you wish to.
No, it's not...
Save it. Go and find your future that has been stolen.
Ah.
Even if that means you'll have to cheat death.
Okay.
You'll
What?
have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
Before the passing of 15 entry hours, go forth and reclaim your future. Bruh. This is the true trial of time. Okay, but before this... It's just gonna load before I finish talking anyways. Okay, wait. You're finally awake. Okay, what I was gonna say is, time is like one of my biggest fears because like the passage of time. So this could totally go in a way that will upset me, but I'll be okay because I'm on stream. You're finally awake. I'll keep it simple. You succeeded. Orynyx has entrusted you with their divinity. Now you're no different from a demigod of a Morpheus. However, Mem has told me about what happened during the trial. They are still explaining things to the others and told me to bring you back to your room to rest first. Now, don't sigh, Don Hung. There's something that I've never told you. When we landed on Morpheus, our car was pierced by Strife's lance. Do you remember back in the ruins of the Abyss? This was what I said. You passed out when our car got hit. I blacked out too, but not before dragging you out. It's a good thing we were in the car, or we would have been crushed to pieces. Actually, my account kind of made light of the situation. What actually happened was much more complicated. You were severely injured back then, with several wounds still bleeding profusely. I struggled to carry you out and use the last of my strength to stem the bleeding, but then I was also hit by a falling rock and lost my consciousness. The last time I checked, you still weren't breathing, but when I regained consciousness, I saw that you were alive and full of energy, so I never brought this up again. Okay, why is one of my choices, haha, so you were knocked unconscious by a rock? That's a bit, how exactly did I come back to life sounds a little bit better. I'm not sure whether the gaze of Fuli has anything to do with this matter, but according to the Titan, you are living in the form of a memory right now, just like those objects of the past in the miracles of Orynyx. Perhaps Mem is the anchor rope that ties you to the present. I had assumed that they couldn't stray too far from you, but the truth might be the exact opposite. What should we do next? It's not time for us to despair yet. There must be a way to save you. Orynyx mentioned finding your stolen future and cheating death. Considering Maide's indestructible body, it seems to suggest that there is some kind of miraculous power in Morpheus that can even reverse death. The key seems to lie within the hand of Shadow, whose whereabouts are unknown.
Hey, are you alright? I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is also very concerned about the warning. She has left the vortex and returned to the garden. Shall we go and look for her? Thanatos is the Titan that Cass has always been looking for. Regardless of whether there are any clues, there's probably no one else that understands death better than her.
Let's do that then, Kalis.
Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosairs already know everything that has happened to you.
Yeah, we know.
I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay?
Okay, but this... I remember one of the first quests we had on Morpheus, we couldn't get too close to Cass. Maybe that has something to do with this. Oh. I'm just gonna travel. I'm not gonna walk all the way over to there.
Mister, I'm right here.
You hear soft steps coming closer, one at a time.
Please stay there and slowly turn around.
For some reason you feel as if you've seen this scene before. You want to turn your head, but you glimpse a dash of purple brushing past your face. Then a chill seeps through your skin, spreading into your veins. Thump, thump, your heartbeat begins to slow. Remembering your vision blurs and cold reality fades into purple ocean. And then...
Please pardon me.
A subtle fragrance of an unnamed flower fills your senses, its sweetness making you forget the need to breathe. You realize you are still alive. No, to be more precise, your death was not thorough. The coldness of the initial touch dispersed as quickly as it came, and replacing it is the touch of fingertips and a tremble born of trepidation that originated from a certain lanky arm. Her quivering figure gently brushed against your cheek, causing a faint tickle.
Just as I expected. I cannot feel anything.
Cassius, you're
Back at
shaking.
the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse.
Let's go. I knew it.
I thought that it might have been the special ability of a traveler from beyond the sky. Never did I expect that this would be the true reason. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something was amiss earlier.
It's all good.
Mister, if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you can forgive me. I'm just thinking, if your soul has really left your body, as a mortician, I might be able to trace where it has gone to.
Cass, did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, mister, would you be willing to let me try again? This time, I'll increase the area of contact slightly. Perhaps the result might be different this time.
Yeah. There's no harm in trying
I
again.
have never touched the living in this way before. If my actions are in any way disrespectful, I hope that you can forgive me.
Oh yeah, she's like Carla. Kinda, right? Castress once again places her palm on your face. Her shivers calm somewhat this time. Did you discover something?
I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace and cannot find a way to escape. But perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. We have a chance to find it before the fingers of Thanatos sweep everything away.
Okay.
Clues. Just a few more. I need more guidance. Ah. The connection has been severed. With my strength, I'm not able to trace it.
Rip.
It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, mister. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to search for the whereabouts of Thanatos, bring back their core flame, and personally return to you the life that you have lost too soon. I know that I'm lacking in confidence, but I hope that you can keep this promise of mine in mind. Before I manage to deliver on this promise, please do your best to hang on. Amphorius needs you.
I'll do my best.
Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there and let them know that you're well. Although, I don't actually know whether your current situation can be described as well. Also, please accept this Styxian fable. Reading can help one to focus and relax. I hope that reading this can help tide you through this difficult period.
Didn't she talk about this the other day? Like the book, I mean?
More and more species are disappearing.
Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Let's go to the baths or whatever. Oh. Okay.
They're here.
Yeah.
Partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel?
It feels quite cool being a departed spirit. She can even take the pulse of someone who's dead. No, I feel quite cool
Well,
being a spirit.
At least you look no different from the living. I think that most living people don't even look as good as you do.
Nice.
You've completed the trial of time, and I have to admit that the process went better than I expected. Even in the end, that Titan's heart still showed a soft spot for humankind.
Okay.
However, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death would appear in Akima at the same time.
2?
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akuma for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his indestructible body? If there were even any minor breakthroughs, we wouldn't be as clueless as we are right now.
Alright, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna get slippers because my feet are cold.
Idea,
but I am
so far, there have
somewhat
been
paying
no
attention.
results.
I swear.
If it were successful, Thanatos wouldn't have disappeared without a trace. Nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. At the very least, we can still see a glimmer of hope. Cypher. If anyone in this world knows the whereabouts of death, it would be her. I'll try and get her to return to Akuma, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome.
Okay, instead of slippers, I'm getting a
Please
blanket.
understand that throughout the history of Amphorius, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all.
Oh, okay. I'll try and get her to return to Akuma, but do be prepared for a less than ideal outcome. Please understand that throughout the history of Morpheus, no one has ever managed to escape the clutches of death. At the end of time, Thanatos silently awaits all. I'm gonna say thank you for your help. I know I could say the other option is this supposed to be comforting, but I'm gonna hit thank you for your help.
It is my duty. We too require you to bear the divine position of time. But before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens always come in pairs. A tiny air current will eventually brew into a storm that tears the sky apart.
Alright.
It's Anaxagoras. He has initiated contact with the Council of Elders.
In the end, it has still come down to this.
Yeah.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I over the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
Okay. I was checking to make sure, because, like, I moved the... Oh, we're switching to his point of view. But I was checking to make sure I moved the camera a second ago, so I was making sure it didn't go too low.
I'm back here again.
Oh, damn.
I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place? Where in Amphorius are we?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Hand of
Oh, Death Shadow. Death
Hand
Titan.
of Shadow Thanatos. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
not Nether Realm.
Then where is this? River of Souls? The outskirts of the Netherrealm? Are you heading downstream toward the Netherrealm?
The Nether Realm. Nothing but an illusion, Titan. Rejects you, me. Listen.
What? The traveler lifts their wrinkled fingers and remains silent. I look in the direction they are pointing and listen closely. There. A massive shadow brought the sound of rushing tides. The sound of tides. I can hear it. I hear it deep within the tides. Beyond the closed gates of the void world, a voice about to recount something.
Child of humanity. Is it death's embrace you yearn for with such urgency? So, you have awoken. Welcome back to the mortal realm. Your consciousness is dissipating much faster than I expected.
Because he's
Ultimately,
dying, right?
it seems
Maybe.
like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling. It's time for us to go. The messenger from the Council of Elders is almost here.
Let me ask you one more question. Are you really planning to betray Aglaya's will?
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal to her to begin with?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so recklessly, do you not care about what might happen to him?
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
I have a feeling this next scene is going to annoy me because this Council of Elders just kind of pisses me off more than anything. I keep thinking I can hit the space bar and jump.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Lord Enexac. It's been a while, Lord Enexagoras. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Akima and express my deepest regret about what happened at the Grove of Epiphany.
It's you. I never expected that you would personally come and meet me.
By carefully into Lantern above, I have come as a testament to the justice of the Council of Elders.
There are Antikytherans here? They have been a rare sight ever since the Chrysos War.
I extend to you my utmost respect, revered Titan. I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of Elders in Akima, and as the Theoros, I stand to protect the right of all upright citizens to express themselves freely.
Okay, Lygus.
You can see them too?
You know about us. We Antikytherans perceive the world through the amplitude and frequency of souls. Just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar. If necessary, Lord Enexagoras, I can sever the golden thread to protect your fundamental rights.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall serve only to unveil her own folly.
May I interpret this as you having a countermeasure?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to capture the core flame within me will only usher chaos and calamity. A truth she undoubtedly comprehends. While I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's Citizens' Assembly, have long known the extent of your abilities.
He has such a pretty voice, but I don't know how much I like him.
Let's forego
anymore.
the formality of asserting authority, Lord Lygus. Lead the way.
Very well. Surely Lady Kindness would appreciate such assertiveness in an ally. She's been waiting. Follow me, please. Is there something on your mind, Lord Anexagorate?
Nothing, really. It's just a question that I contemplate every time before I ascend to Dawncloud. For the Titans, does the falling equate to death?
Ah, a pondering truly deep. Time is on our side. Do you mind sharing your reflections with me?
While all living beings must ultimately face their demise, Kefali has yet to meet theirs.
Are you suggesting that Kefali may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, an action. Res death signifies a static state, a definitive termination.
Okay, this makes
In
sense.
contrast to mortals, Titans exist on a grander scale of space and time, thus elongating their passage into death.
Ah, an intriguing concept, albeit challenging to substantiate. After all, Kefali has maintained a profound silence ever since the era Arasa.
Perhaps the gods, in their arrogance, deemed it beneath them to reveal their perspectives to mortals.
Could you elaborate on your statement?
Circes, the kin of the Skyfather as recounted in myths, now resides within my brain. Were I to inquire, Kefali would have no cause to refuse.
Oh.
That very well could be true. But what if the world-bearing Titan still chooses to remain silent?
In that case, the myths crafted by the people of Amphorius are nothing more than pitiful jests.
It's worth a try. I believe, and I'd love to witness the fruits of your theory, because I completely concur with you on this aspect. If the Titan has indeed met their end, any response from them would be impossible. Please, Professor.
I thought that was a Titan or some shit.
The children of humanity have indeed created a spectacle.
Welcome to Dawncloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of solemnity than the mundane clamor of the Marmorial Palace, with entry permitted only to the invited. Only esteemed beings grace this place, and among them, I've received priest, scholar...
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity.
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly wait for a moment. In the meanwhile, you're welcome to explore the vicinity, but kindly remain within the guard's view.
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no need to emphasize that.
As you wish.
Alas, I had hoped for a brilliant plan from you, but it turns out you just left one cage to enter another.
Save your concerns. I know very well what I'm doing.
I shall depart to explore the surroundings then. Now that I look around, I wonder if there are any murals bearing my portrait around here. I'm quite intrigued to see how the children of humanity beyond the grove perceive another Titan.
Off you go. I won't be joining you. This Titan appears to be quite at ease. I should investigate the Council of Elders' recent activities first.
Be aware, I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Okay, where am I going? I going to?
Professor Anaxa! Over here!
Professor Anaxa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
It's only the Crimnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. So, are you here to report the incident to the Council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akuma would be next in line.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Cersei's and Oryx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma, with the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and her adherents. They might well make their move at the upcoming Citizens' Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself? I've had enough of your prattling.
I was really curious to see how you would find the middle ground between both factions, so I came to listen in. But it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours, just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
Take a look.
Oh shit.
This is pure genius in action.
Alright, let's do this real quick. I haven't done one of these in a while. Okay, wait, so it needs to be... One, two, three... Wait. So it must be... One, two... Three... Okay, wait. So... Oh, I want to get... Okay, hold on. So... I think I need to do this first. Nope, okay. Shit. Yeah, okay, wait. So... Hold on. Okay, I think I got the thing right. Okay. There we go. Nice. how many until I get a pull? Oh. Eventually I will get her. Okay. This is actually really cute, this little living flame guy. I'm not reading all this, but it's cute.
Even blasphemous scholars can come here, it seems.
Looks like my presence here is quite unwelcome.
Isn't this it? Oh. Oh my god, okay. So confused. Oh my god.
Pretty underwhelming.
Thank god. Okay, now I'm done. I gotta stop doing puzzles. I'm just getting a little bit bored in general, so I went to the puzzles.
Anaxagoras. I thought that
Wise
you
in
had
the
died.
priest.
Kephales's priest.
Surely you jest.
Surely
Let me
you
remind
jest.
you that your current...
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry as I see it.
You.
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that...
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation. As expected of one of Kephales's followers.
Are you praising or insulting him?
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the god of deliverance, it is only natural that he detests evil.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here as possible. Don't mutter to yourself like some sort of madman and just...
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Alright.
Oh,
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titan actually looked like chose to paint them as a giant tree instead.
this mural is quite abstract.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, Why did you save me back then?
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your journey to Dawncloud this time is not just to seek protection. What, then, is the intention behind your actions?
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old? 2 years old? Oh my! Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep?
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you more about it. This is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course. Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help.
This... Could this be the inception of your research into alchemy?
Indeed it was. Everything started from that verdant courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thelesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls.
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all stem from souls themselves. This is why I thought that, since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could I not sacrifice myself in order to resurrect my nearest and dearest?
An act?
I did it, teacher!
But this is absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act, your beloved, where is she now? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise...
Calm down, teacher. My sister, she's still not in the mortal realm. Even to this day. It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye. Equivalent exchange. All I received for that price was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Oh, let it go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path
now hearing
without
this,
doing anything to stop it.
Now hearing this, I'm getting death flags for literally every single person because, like, equivalent exchange, right? If he got seeing his loved one again once for an eye, and the traveler, the trailblazer is dead, is someone going to sacrifice themselves so that he can live?
Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the
You're right, teacher.
I am sincerely glad for you, child.
I wish to
continue the research into souls, but you know that the Grove has long since understood his philosophy like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be futile.
No, teacher. I may have lost enough. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside.
Who would would have thought such a secret lay concealed beneath that hefty eye patch of yours. However, this story doesn't seem to be connected.
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all, this is what equivalent exchange means.
As expected, unfortunately. Even if I was willing to talk about my past, I may not know more about it than you do.
Oh? Are you saying that the renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of wisdom? Your followers are going to be sorely disappointed by this.
Child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Okay, I really like that phrase, actually.
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa. I saw you muttering to yourself and was wondering whether you were caught in a delirium of reflective thought. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but time is of the essence. I have a message from Lord Lygus. Lady Kindness has met up with the Council of Elders and is awaiting your arrival, so please depart forthwith.
Okay, Council of Elders.
Carefully. The one who If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth...
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well? You must really like those creatures.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in
beliefs. Are you kidding me? She, like...
And it is such collisions that lead to progress.
She stops when I go too far ahead. Like,
yet, in my view,
sorry you can't fucking run.
Only right and wrong perspective.
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead.
Thanks.
I'll take my leave for now.
Oh.
I keep forgetting. I don't know what game it is that you jump with the spacebar, but I keep thinking I can jump with the spacebar. I'm guessing that it's probably Genshin. Oh. God, hold on. No. I'm gonna do the stupid puzzle that I just saw on the screen. No, that's not what I wanted. I want the puzzle. Right here. Alright. Puzzle time. Okay, wait. No, that's not how you're supposed to do it. Frick. Okay. Okay. Wait. So I need to go over it this way, over here, down, there, there. Yeah, okay, I fucked up. So wait, this. I need one extra step. Because that's what's gonna happen. Okay, wait. So this. Well, I'm dumb. Okay. Thank God. Okay. Also, I just realized 4 people are watching. Hi. Hello. This isn't all gonna be me doing stupid puzzles. I just get really distracted really easily. Okay. And we gotta do... No. There we go. Okay, back to the story now.
Welcome to the demigod.
Oh, we've
Lord
met her before, I think.
Anaxagoras.
Right?
Oh, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame. Did I miss anything?
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste any effort introducing myself. But then again, and yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts.
Sorry.
Instead, I met with intense scrutiny.
I'm getting like a little
Even
mint
more
thing.
absurd. The host has
It's like a
sharpened
very
their
sugary
blade
mint
and
that I really
instructed their
like a lot.
servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart,
Peppermint puff.
retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast for all of the guests.
Everyone stand.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
Ah, yes, a feeble scholar.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, your courage and
You know what's
gumption
weird?
are worthy of the reputation of the Seven Sages.
He sounds like I'll
Your
hate them.
bravery is more than adequate
To
to
me, at
accomplish
least.
our
And he also has the
perilous
feeble scholar
endeavor.
line.
So, you wish to start a war?
Well, since the Chrysos
All he
heirs are
needs is
calling
the
for war, we
homosexual
will respond in
visa.
kind. Conflict is inevitable.
All he needs
Since
is a relationship
Aglaia
with a roommate,
endeavors to
you know?
suppress the virtuous commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle
think the word I was thinking of was
citizens of
homoerotic.
Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, Well, to that, I can only say this. Everything hinges on the next citizens' assembly and whether they have a sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a crisis...
What brazen arrogance. What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired your cleaners.
You can really tell the difference between a playable character
I
and a
don't
non-playable
deny
character.
it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats. But now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal for ideas to have...
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Oh my, 15 days and nights.
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
What strong conviction you have. As expected of the hero who dared to stand up to the Gold Weaver.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the common...
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well.
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely, as she still needs to garner support from the masses at the Citizens' Assembly.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible. Naturally, this includes the guards as well. You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the Erechrysia that you are desperately pursuing. Talk is cheap, so you'd better act prudently as well.
I understand. After all, this battle of wit. Let us decide how much we can...
Let's begin then.
Continuing from the earlier topic, let us discuss our common. She is the second most... Admittedly, Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here?
I believe you're aware of as compared to a
At the very least, the both of us agree. However, I regret to say that. Tell me, what are you willing to do for our esteemed citizens so that they can vanquish the enemies of our fine city?
Although the circumstances are... The Council of Elders, at the very least...
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your sincere and valuable thoughts. At this stage, It's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you now betray Aglaya when...
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not...
He should have just brought up that he was never loyal to Aglaya.
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. However, I am afraid that I must interrupt for a brief. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya the Goldweaver.
Oh. Well, I do believe that we might have a slight overabundance of guests to...
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders...
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are... So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine...
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat with me and had no intention of offending her. However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed at the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame. No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Oh?
Is that of importance to you? All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat. If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people, and karma will be on your tail. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to ponder the true nature of souls.
Well, what do you know? That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see, then.
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again. But shouldn't you be going after more?
Dying to know what I'm after, hmm?
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon enough. I didn't bring it up with her purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. It's as they say, onlookers see most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches over everything.
Lygus.
An expected visitor. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali. I have no reason to refuse you.
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama. She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust. I would say that debate was not at all pointless.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan. Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the World-Bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person. Please, Go ahead. Let me join you both on this journey. Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where carefully once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Go on ahead. Take this.
I have to admit.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. I believe carefully. Putting a child of justice, it is my hope that you...
Honestly, this is my first time going...
What a splendid...
Well, I don't see how this place is different from those temples. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
I must be getting ahead of myself to be expecting to hear something nice from...
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. All right. We're just a short hike away from Kefali. No time to waste here.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight.
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now?
I just keep thinking,
I know
no one else can see her, really.
So just hold
or
your
most
tongue
people
and
can't.
come along.
So it just looks like he's talking to himself.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more.
Wait. Who is that? Circes? Hey.
Huh? What should I be looking at?
Do we even get...
Oh? Why didn't you bring your...
Nias.
Huh. It's on the black tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
Oh, is that,
How
that's
could
the
that
other
be?
Titan.
Even a creation of Georios.
Hey, Circes. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No. Not that I remember.
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you here.
No. I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
Well, she just said, like, 30 minutes ago that she didn't remember things.
This is a departed spirit?
What's this?
Enough about me. Did Kaus ever reply to you?
Well, regrettably.
Kaus. I've never heard
heard of.
Look on the bright side.
Let's just hope we mean as much as the word.
Hey! Are you seeing that same?
Yes. It's still you, Anais, but... You're...
Chaos?
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. The souls of people.
What? But... if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments.
He gives the same
Let's
cocky
just
look
keep
that
going.
Kalis does.
As long as I take in more sights.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead, and even I might not be able to save you.
I'm fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
I know I said no more puzzles, but 1 minute. This won't take me that long. I think... wait. No, hold on, okay. I didn't even mean to do that. That was completely random for me. I was almost about to reset that. Alright, let's see if I have another pull. I'm so close. Also, you know... can I just, like, take some off so that I only get, like... oh. Alright, we're gonna stick with this.
So...
Of course. If I knew we had to climb a mountain, I wouldn't have come along with you.
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world.
Keep your sarcasm to your... I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom
Mood.
than exercise even a little.
Mood. So true,
I am
Cersei's.
Calypso of the eminent Seven Sages, after all. Training
So true,
would make me no
Calypso.
different from those...
Calypso. She's no... she can't be. I would know her... Hey, Cersei's. Does the name Calypso ring a bell? Daggone.
Alright.
Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk.
We're here. Finally. So... I don't get to ask the type very well then. Let me uncover... Did I... still fail to make it in time? Huh? So... I'm back here again. I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides. This time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense Chaos' soul in the area.
I recognize this voice.
And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that...
That reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are...
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else.
I was thinking it could be,
you were born only to take over Thanatos'
what's her face's
divinity.
sister.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the core. What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Cersei's question. The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek verification from Kefali. By doing so, I can answer Cersei's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That isn't important. Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant. Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.
Isn't that what... Oh, Dan Hung! Isn't that what we've been doing the whole time, is fusing souls with Titans?
What are you thinking about?
Just amazed at how this towering tree is Cersei's divine body. It's a majestic sight.
Is that so? You don't look the slightest bit amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the great tree.
Merely something from the past I won't go into.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Cersei's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars. And their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground. I stood at this very spot back then, imagining the day when I could climb to the top of this tree. Because I would be the closest I can be to the sky at that spot.
If you're a sky priest, yet you study at a place that is home to the Reason Titan, that's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Cersei's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them. You get what I'm saying, right, Denny? After all, the Titan that imprisoned you and Grey here in Amphorius is none other than Aquila themselves.
Yes, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a logical god.
But there will
of
always
a local
be people
god.
who dream of soaring towards the sky. The Grove has a wealth of research on Aquila, and that is exactly what we are here for. It's just... I never thought Grey would meet with something like that before we set off. As a physician, I should have been there by his side.
Girl, you didn't know. Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaya needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove. Let's just make the most of it. Let's just make the most of this trip and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titan. They could be useful for Kalis.
Yeah, there's no rest for the weary, huh? In any case, what we're looking for could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground. Danny, with your skills, I'm sure those monsters born of the Black Tide will pose no threat to you anyway.
What about you? Will you be alright on your own?
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician of the Twilight Courtyard? Have more faith in me. I'll be just fine.
Okay. The silence in here is near deafening. With the vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of information. Even the cleverest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. Kalis' plight. Nobody could have ever imagined that Kalus's life would be forfeited the moment we landed on Amorpheus. I should have done more to keep him safe, but it's not too late. We still have a fighting chance. The unique rules that govern life and death on Amorpheus might just work in our favor to save him. The Grove is a veritable library of knowledge. Maybe they'll have records on similar cases. Please, let there be one. How to leave Amorpheus. In the myths, Aquila, the titan who reigns over the domain of the skies, is a colossal bird that overlooks the world beneath them with 100 eyes. As long as they continue to soar above the clouds, the people of Amorpheus will remain trapped on the ground. Hyacinths forbears were priests who worshipped Aquila. Nobody is more familiar with the taboos of the Sky Titan than her. Seeing how Aglaia has sent her here as a guide, it's possible that she plans to have Hyacinth take on a trial in the future. Amorpheus is Titan mythology. In Amorpheus, Titans are a common topic of discussion. People create myths that in turn conceive Titans. It's a tricky task to keep an objective view when among the people of Amorpheus. Is there a way to step out of the situation and look at it from a different perspective? Titans and Aeons. Titans and Aeons are two different classes of beings, distinct classes of beings. Titans can communicate with us humans, and it is not impossible for us to overpower them. Upon their demise, we can even take over their divinity. In this regard, Titans can be said to be a lot more similar to humans than Aeons are. The Chrysoseirs and the demigods. Let's just go through everything. The Chrysoseirs are humans who possess heroic qualities, with most of them demonstrating extraordinary combat prowess and strength. Upon clearing a core flame trial, the Chrysosair can even ascend to a demigod and inherit a Titan's divinity. Wait, something about that feels off. Is this a selection process of some sort? The Flame Chase Journey and the Prophecy. Guided by the prophecy, the heroes are on a quest to reclaim core flames and usher in the Era Nova. Their efforts have seen gratifying results to date. As I expected, the prophecy is the hardest to make any sense of, but with barely any information to go on, no matter how much I ruminate on it, it won't yield any results. I should leave this for another time. I should probably turn my attention to something else. Enough musing for now, it's time to move. The clock is ticking, I should search for clues as I move. Oh, is it this? No, wait, was it? Oh. Oh, it's on this. I'm stupid. Is it here? Black monsters are twisted in form, and their life has turned to ash altogether with their souls. It's impossible to figure out their form when they were still alive. These are the remains of a black tide monster. It does look different from the Titankin from up close. What's underneath it? A scroll? A recorded debate between veteran... Nope, not gonna try. Most of it is illegible, leaving only fragments of dialogue. We all recall that state that dared touch the sky, but what were they really? Just blind masses manipulated by ambitious politicians who dared challenge the Titan's authority. I'm not reading the whole thing. As I expected, the Grove doesn't forbid discussions about the sky. It's a debate between two scholars about the sky ships. Aglaya also made mention of the ships which she interrogated us, a memory I'd rather forget. I'll hold on to this for now. With any luck, this journey won't leave us empty-handed. Is there a thing for me to hit so I go faster?
Oh, you want this? Fine. Take it and amuse yourself.
That's Hyacinth. Why is she surrounded by so many monsters? As much faith as I have in her, it's probably a good idea to help her out here.
Really now? This is way more trouble than I could have asked for.
Need a hand?
Or you could sit back and watch.
I can't tell if you're serious or not, but being hard to read isn't without its perks, I suppose. Autistic King!
I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand, pretty please. All right.
Don't let me down.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Just a graze.
Still the same.
I'm using the wrong
Let the
Kalis.
show begin.
Expand your thinking. Get it together. Everything in this world
Is fleeting.
is fleeting. Yeah. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time for a lesson. Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
This place is practically in ruins. What happened? There shouldn't be this many monsters here.
The black tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me, might have unknowingly called them to me. Anyway, never mind that for now. Here, you might want to have a look at this. I found it around here and thought it might be of interest to you.
A debate record between two scholars, most are illegible, leaving only fragments of dialogue. Well then, enlighten me. What exactly do you mean by examining from another perspective? Simple, you see. When we stand normally, the sky is above. When we stand on our heads, it's below our feet. I don't even want to know what kind of situation inspired you to make such exalted theories. By the way, I have a student who loves to write satirical comedies, and once wrote about a fool who could not figure out a question no matter what. As I said, there's no reasoning with you. I'm not gonna try to say that name. You're like Dromuses, huge yet always glazing downward at the earth, while I want to be the wasp that stings the Dromus. What if that state tyrant's defeat simply proved that among all paths to Aquila, the skyship was the wrong one? And yeah, of course it's an axiom. You impious blasphemer, mark my words, you will eventually answer for your sacrilege. I doubt your students or that young teaching assistant girl have any idea what secret research you're truly conducting. Legible content ends here. Anaxagoras? He's the scholar who fused himself with the core flame of reason.
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky.
Finon said that Anaxia might be opposed to the flame chase journey.
Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People have come to think of him as a heretic, even in a place as liberal as the Grove.
Woo, liberal.
Yet, it is also this
Libs.
very blasphemer that Cersei's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious way.
I picked up a scroll on my way here too. It's it looks like it may be related to the one you're holding.
Let me have a look.
She combines both records together.
By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of 2 conversations that...
There's still much I don't know about the Grove. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Go ahead.
Who are the Venerals?
The Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. While all 7 schools are founded on the ideologies of Thalesis, the first scholar, each is unique in its own way. Among them, the Venerationists revere and worship the Titans the most. As the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro has always been at loggerheads with Anaxa. If we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve balance.
A very illustrative explanation, thank you. Was it a mistake to build the skyships?
Nearly everyone in Amphorius has heard the story of the skyships by now. Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged mini treaty cannon could slip past their watch.
That was a joke, right? Oh, what is an Axis field to study?
Forests primarily study the application of alchemy in soul repair. Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his eye patch.
Now listen, like, I may end up making a whole second video on Dan Heng, because now that we're seeing him talk to other people that aren't like March or Kalis, you know, people he knows, you're seeing more of like his personality, like how he is with strangers. And I wish this had come out before my autism video, because like there's so much content here. Seeing Dan Heng just like misunderstand people, and like, you know, he's not like bad socially, but he just doesn't understand things. It's so relatable. So relatable. I don't have any more questions.
Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth. Perhaps, to him, the crash of the skyship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not... It's a shame.
Don't worry about it. We'll just collect everything we can find on the Titans for now. There's something else that's caught my attention, though. This says that Anaxa is conducting secret experiments of some sort.
That's what I'd like to know. What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
I'm gonna change my team up a little bit. I want to see how they have him built. Oh, I can't see how they have him built. Okay. That's fine. We're fine. Oh.
This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities, we've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden here.
Oh. I'm gonna be way too low in this shot when I'm sitting like this. That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits.
Well, if you don't mind, did the Grove ever rob Castrum Kronos?
Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the texts we need? We can bring them back to Akama for reading after that.
Agreed, this place isn't safe. We should leave as soon as we're done. There are still several more scrolls strewn all over the place. I'll gather them while you pull up those texts. This way, nothing will be overlooked. Okay. These are complaint letters. Wow. This is about an Axa. I should read this, Hyacin. You should come take a look too.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. Whoa. Are these all complaints about him? I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods. His very...
Does Anaxa hold that much influence?
Why else would they call him the Great Performer? When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone. Are the Titans truly an
uncanny impersonation? What happened after?
They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholar's allegations, or face expulsion from the Grove. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creation?
Am I supposed to put myself in Anaxa's shoes and answer that? I'm curious what his answer would be. As told in the myths, the seas, the skies, and the earth are all beyond the shadow of a doubt creations of the Titans.
Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he quoted past instances of the Flame Chase journey, and posited that humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titans. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer, so they followed up with a second allegation. You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it?
That's a serious allegation. Did he really do that?
Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious. Thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing more than an allegation in the end. One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras, have you any respect for the gods?
Do you have any respect for the gods? I'm gonna let this play. I'm seeing how long this is because I don't know.
After a brief silence that he answered, I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs.
What did he say? The Titan. What he didn't say, that the Titans are not noble, rings louder in this case.
Yes. I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved. But what's for certain, at least, is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the Grove where he continued his research, despite being regarded as a heretic. By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the Grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking about Anax's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Given the Grove's meticulous approach to archiving, could there really be such an oversight right under their noses?
It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct research undisturbed in their free time. Even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sage's research. But... With the Grove in this state, I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we sneak into the lab for a short while. Right?
Okay. All right.
This is the place, but where is everything? Materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seal to the lab. They're all gone. Did the Black Tide destroy it all?
No wonder we didn't see any defense mechanisms along the way. Have you ever been here before?
No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials. Students often saw him walk in looking bright as rain, but come out covered in soot with his hair singed. Naturally, no one dared to come near this place. Huh? That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing still intact.
These are materials requested by Anaxa. Documents for various fields have been compiled into one place, including Titan creations, the University of Seoul, alchemy doctrine, and so on. Most of the materials look to be within the research domain of the Nosprat school of thought. However, a document titled A Study in the Chrysosayer's Background is mixed within. I'm not reading all that.
What's going on? Anaxa is conducting research on our friends in Alchema and... me?
The journal contains several intriguing points. From the Abyss of Fate to Chasm Kremnos, I've seen many Titan creation during my time in Morpheus. Life forms created by Xerxes can also be found in the Grove. But fusing them with human souls through alchemical means, I can't even begin to imagine. Anaxa seems to hold special interest in the divinity coursing through the Chrysosayer's veins, and has even conducted a thorough investigation into the hero's backgrounds.
It wouldn't have been so strange if he had focused only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins. Plus, considering that the new sporists have crafted omnipotent medicines capable of curing diseases, it also makes sense that he would conduct research on immortal Chrysos heirs. But now, it seems Anaxa's objective was never to create medicine, but to identify the origin of the golden blood and figure out its inner workings.
Through alchemy, Anaxa aims to refine the golden blood in the Chrysosayers to a degree of purity equal to divinity. This must be what he means by close to true purity, but treating both Titan creations and the human body as materials to be used in alchemy experiments, that's rather extreme.
Danny, look at this. I have a bad feeling about this.
These documents appear incomplete, judging from what's left behind. The important alchemical formula have been taken away. Only the author's reasoning remains. The previous approach has flaws. Fusing human souls with Titan creations does not purify golden blood. Even pure Titan creations are contaminants to the Chrysos heir's golden blood. Soul fusion between humans and creations merely repairs impurities of the soul or maintains a connection of dying souls. While creation myths tell us that Chrysos heirs and other creations were all made by Titans, their nature differs fundamentally. The Titans' creations are no intermediate products of alchemical process, and the Chrysos heirs are closer to the Titans than the creations. In other words, I should not have considered the Titan creations equal to the Chrysos heirs. The hypothesis I should focus on is the one pointed towards the Titans themselves. Such rare chances to study Titans demand a meticulous selection of research subjects. Living Titans prove impossible to restrain, and dead Titans offer no insights worth pursuing. But dying Titans, they are the perfect research subjects. Only by understanding the fundamentals of creation can we ensure perfection at the moment of everything's birth. Through my own hands I will melt a Titan and reach the true essence of the soul.
My biggest fear. It's come true. After going through his notes, I think I can piece it all together now. Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation.
Do you mean he's trying to reconstruct human souls alchemically?
Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches, this is the real blasphemy. Oh, I just thought of something.
What's wrong?
Do you remember when the Black Tide was approaching? The Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame to a safe place. But an accident happened along the way, and Anaxa lost his life in the process.
But Cersei took over his body and resurrected him, which led to the situation we're in now.
That's right. But what if Professor Anaxa's fusion with the core flame of reason wasn't an accident?
What do you mean?
Put yourself in his shoes. Knowing that the Black Tide was closing in and your time was running out, what would you have done?
I'd put my theories to the test, no matter the cost.
Exactly. When the Black Tide came, the true reason Anaxa headed to the Luminary Throne was to transmute and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame.
Did he succeed?
No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. Maybe he failed to consider the possibility that Cersei's would make a similar decision. The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. His research is still ongoing.
Could he have taken them for other purposes?
Like what? There's only one Titan left in the world now. No. No way.
To conceive an entity of perfection, one must first understand the principles of creation. If Anaxa is an Akama now, then that means...
He's after Kefali.
Alright, now that we're changing POV, I don't know if I'm gonna...
Sir, this sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes.
Used for educational purposes.
The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have harnessed the Titan's miraculous power to manipulate the light, projecting the nights of the past here for you. Much like how the sky above the Holy City is also illuminated by Kefali's dawn.
So, the skies of Akama
are fake too.
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. You should know that only a child.
That reminds
would
me of that
expose
Genshin
the
event,
trick
the,
and be proud of it.
Is it Unreconciled Stars? I think
Often
something like that.
people know more than they let on.
And they're just deluding themselves. People believe in Kefali's tale of Genesis, accepting wholesale whatever the priests preach. But we're different. We've already walked out of the firelit cave of ignorance. We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, we're only seeing what they allow us to see. Rather than gazing at this mockery of a night sky fabricated by them for the rest of my life, why should...
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child. Many a night, I find myself penning down all my...
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the great tree. Every word I say and every move I make is certain to influence every leaf, every branch, even the tree itself. But above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I am loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over a hypothesis that cannot even be proven in the first...
But I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give...
You're right. I shall do just that. Go. Establish your own school of thought. Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the ultimate truths of the world.
Child of humanity, you didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali. Just ask him a few questions, did you?
If I were as foolish as Adromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness, begging for the gods' prophetic wisdom. Well, sorry to disappoint.
Before such power, does it make any difference whether you're a human or a Dromus?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them, they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. No. They constructed a dam that kept the roaring tide at bay, chaining down the mad Fagusa. They call me a blasphemer, Xerxes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. It's just as I see it. Titans are simply a force that mankind has yet to find a way to tame.
Oh? If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when I can do so much more? The source of life is what I wish to grasp, to understand what makes up the soul, and to learn what we really are. Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that the soul indeed ceases to exist in death. But where there is death, there is life. And where there is an end, there must also be a beginning. How then is a soul born? That was the only unknown variable left in my calculations.
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a conjecture.
No. I have already drawn a conclusion. In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the answer with my own eyes.
Professor Anaxa.
Oh,
I'm
Cassius.
here. His life hangs by a thread. I must ask you to refrain from taking any unnecessary steps.
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end.
and give you the answer you so desire. However, in accordance with the principle of equivalent exchange, I must also demand from you what I need.
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and his survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life. There is no need for me to think twice.
I see. In that case, let the show begin.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our existence now?
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a cognitive trap all this time. As unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, they are in fact logical equivalents. They are merely two different ways of telling us about what the soul is at its core. The reason I say this is, as I've mentioned earlier, the answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now, but that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes. That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Circes?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Of course you would remember. Because that wasn't you. That was Calypso, one of the 7 sages of the Grove.
Calypso?
Huh? Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How do you know of it? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the Grove's past like the back of your hand?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head, Circes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason their likenesses are of souls from the past. The living cannot step foot into that world, so who could they be? Think about Calypso. Why does she share your likeness, yet you have no idea who she is? The answer is evident, is it not?
Yeah,
Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of thin air, and they are no different from humans, because they all evolved from one.
Like a Pokemon.
Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity come from?
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts. How are we to find them?
I knew you would say that. But it matters not. I know what I'm doing. Actually, why don't we have this supreme being standing before us tell us everything?
You can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods. But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me.
If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Simple, is it not?
A little crazy, but you know, I tend to like crazy.
From Hyacinth and Danhung. Anaxa might be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want? Is the Council of Elders going to sit around and let such a sacrilegious act unfold?
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks.
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves a traitorous ally. Anaxa's ambitious desires will be something we can exploit. What we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kynus is up to, and react accordingly to thwart her plans. Being Akima's political center,
I'm just doing my nails.
The Demigod Council holds just as much significance as the Vortex of Genesis. Someday, after my duty is over, this site will take the place of the battlefield where you hunt gods. Become the next challenge you are to overcome. Till then, it's best to get used to this place as soon as possible.
We'll be waiting here for your good news.
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing because of the Council of Elders!
Wow, these people are shooting daggers with their eyes.
It's been a while.
Hello, O-Leg of Morpheus.
What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of person that the young lord praised as a ferocious warrior?
It has indeed been some time, Lord Kratos. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh, keep it down.
There's
Be
new
more
Honkai
vigilant.
Star Rail merchandise on
See those
Amazon.
duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty
Oh,
work
we
for
got the little-
Kynus. I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
My bad. So, did something happen?
Did you hear thunderclaps last night?
No, I'm a heavy sleeper.
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. He threw a spear bearing several words at Akama.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back down from a fight. So if you plan to take that thing down in a battle, reach out to me anytime.
You have my gratitude. I will let Aglaya know about this right away.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious Kynus has been unusually active lately. Those lackeys she keeps under cover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the Council.
That's...
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord Kratos.
Okay, oh, I went to like save the game because I'm so used to playing Pokemon. I'm like, oh god, I gotta save. I'm gonna play till I can get one more pull. I have more than one pull. Okay. That scared me for a second. But now I have guaranteed because I pulled seal. Also, I'm trying to get... I want the dynamic name card so bad. I just realized that was a skull. Okay. I hate to do this, and I don't really want to do this, but I'm gonna split this up again into another night of, playing this game. Because I just looked up the quest, and it says it's like 7 hours long, and I'm only 3 hours in. And I'm just tired. So, I'm gonna split this into another day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, wait.